Hi, my name's Daryl. Now you always hear people complaining about the reliability of a Jeep Wrangler, but many of the issues actually stem from owners neglecting their vehicle. If you routinely change your engine's oils, its filters, and the fluids, the Jeep Wrangler's powertrain is fairly reliable. Now in today's video, I'm going to cover the essential maintenance that you should either have your dealer do, or better yet, do it yourself. As the Jeep culture, it's really all about do it yourself, and you'll learn more about your vehicle and have some fun. Now, this is just the first video in what will be an entire series. I'll be providing a step-by-step instructional video for each of the maintenance items that we discuss. Now, I've done oil changes and rotations of my tires, but the rest I've never done, so we'll be learning together. Now, the maintenance items that we're going to cover is engine oil and filters, tire rotations, transmission, differential and transfer case fluids, steering and brake fluids, spark plugs, coolant, and the serpentine belt. Now for each of these items, I'll be recommending a standard service interval as well as a severe duty service interval. Severe duty would be things like doing a lot of off-roading, towing, really extreme heat and dusty environments. So let's get started. All right, the first and most important thing that we're going to cover is oil changes. Now, Jeep has a built-in system that monitors your engine and its duty cycles, and it will let you know when it's time for a change, which often isn't until about 10,000 miles. Now, personally, I would ignore this system and do your oil changes at least every 5,000 miles or 6 months, unless it tells you to change your oil before then. Now, keeping your oil fresh, it's vital to keeping your engine well lubricated and out of the shop. All right, let's talk about filters. Now, your engine's air filter, this guy right here, it keeps dust and particles from getting inside your engine and damaging vital parts. A clogged air filter, it can cause poor gas mileage, hurt performance, and even shorten your engine's life. Now, officially, according to Jeep, for both the JK and the JL, the air filter should be changed about every 30,000 miles and about every 3,000 miles in severe and dusty environments. You know, Jeep says to change your oil every 10,000 miles. I don't agree with that. I also don't agree with changing this every 30,000 miles. So to keep things simple, I'd recommend changing your air filter every other oil change, or about every 10,000 miles. Now, if you do a lot of off-roading or are in a dusty environment, I'd recommend changing the air filter about every 5,000 miles, if not sooner. Now, you also have a cabin air filter, this little guy right here, which can actually be found in the glove box behind the door. It keeps particles from entering your HVAC system. Keeping this filter clean, it improves air quality, reduces odors, and protects your HVAC system. You know, I'd recommend replacing this filter every 10,000 miles unless you live in a very dusty environment, or you should probably replace it every 5,000 miles. You know, to make things simple, I'd replace this filter, the cabin air filter, every time you replace your engine's air filter. Now, we have 3 fluids that drive the wheels, which includes the transmission fluid, the differential fluid, and the transfer case fluid. Now, the JK and JL, they have both manual and automatic transmissions, but the manual, it does require more frequent fluid changes, with Jeep recommending that you replace it every 30,000 miles. Now, for the automatic transmission on the JK, Jeep recommends changing the fluid at 120,000 miles and 60,000 for severe duty. The JL, it has a ZF automatic transmission, and Jeep says it's a lifetime fluid that doesn't need to be changed, but you know, I defer, however, to ZF transmissions, and the manufacturer, they recommend fluid changes every 60,000 miles. Now, our transfer case, it's what makes a Jeep, and it allows you to switch from 2 high to 4 high to 4 low, and it has a service interval of 60,000 miles for normal driving, or 30,000 miles for manual transmissions, or severe duty if you're doing a lot of off-road driving. Now, if you never use 4-wheel drive, the fluid, it's still flowing, and power is going from the transmission through the transfer case to the axles. So if your transfer case fails, your Jeep, it's not going to be drivable. This is why I'd also recommend at least once a month to activate your 4-wheel drive on your Jeep. You know what they say, if you don't use it, you lose it. And then we have the differential fluid. Now the differential, it's a set of gears in your front and rear axles that allows your wheels to spin at a different rate when turning. Now for both the JK and JL, you should change the differential fluid at 40,000 miles and for severe duty at 15,000 miles. Now a pretty common issue with Jeeps is overheating. And if you have a Jeep that's lucky enough to hit 10 years or 150,000 miles, whether it's a JK or a JL, it's time to replace the coolant. Now every 30,000 miles, you're really supposed to be checking your coolant reservoir, to make sure that it's at the appropriate level, making sure that it's the right color and that it's clean, and also checking for leaks in the system. So I don't know if you've noticed, but that 60,000 mile mark, there's a lot of different maintenance items that really have to be dealt with. And the next one is spark plugs for my JL Turbo. Now, worn spark plugs, they can cause engine misfires, poor performance, and lower gas mileage. Now, for both the JK and the JL with the 3.6 Pentastar V6, the interval for replacing the spark plugs is 100,000 miles, but 60,000 miles for severe duty. Now, one of the things that can leave you stranded by the side of the road is a torn serpentine belt, which powers the alternator, the water pump, power steering, and the compressor. Now, this is another one of those items that should be replaced every 60,000 miles or 5 years, and you should be expecting for excessive wear or cracks. Now, with every oil change, you should also be rotating your tires. Now, if you have replaced your Jeep's tires, especially with larger ones, you know that they're not cheap. So rotating them every 5,000 miles, it's going to extend their life. Now, when rotating your tires, there's always a little debate on whether you should do a 4-tire or 5-tire rotation. Now, I've always done the 4-tire rotation, mostly just because the spare tire that I have is from a Gladiator Mojave that had steel rims, but I will be showing you the 5-tire rotation in the video that I create. All right, excuse my sweat. It's like 110 degrees in Vegas, and yeah, those tires are heavy. Last but not least, we have the steering and brake fluid. So the steering fluid on a Jeep Wrangler JK, it should be replaced every 50,000 miles. Now the JL kind of has different types of steering. It has an electric motor as opposed to a belt. So the fluid is a little bit different, and Jeep says it doesn't need to be replaced, but most mechanics, they still recommend replacing it at 50,000 miles. And finally, we have the brake fluid, which protects the internal brake components and prevents corrosion. Both the JK and JL, Jeep says that you should replace the brake fluid every 30,000 miles or every 3 years, whichever comes first. All right, so on the screen is a summary of the maintenance items and the recommended intervals. Now, I'll include a link to the file in the video's description if you want to download it. My next video in this series will be doing an oil change, followed by some filter changes, doing a tire rotation, and finally changing out the spark plugs. If you're interested in this maintenance series, be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. This is Daryl. Hope to see you in the next video again very soon.